Alright, look, I like Boruto and I never really cared for Naruto. That's right, I said it. And you can tell them ninjas from the hidden Ashley village I said it. This is the festival switching to attack mode, and look, as the title reads, defending Boruto, offending Naruto. I'm not really offending Naruto, I'm just telling you why I don't like it. I like Boruto. Alright. Now it's time to get it. Now it's time to get it. Now it's time to get into the boring details of how I got into Naruto. This is back when Tsunami. Well, Tsunami exists now, but it's only once a week. I'm talking about when it was every day, boy. Boy, all right, it was every day. Naruto was one of the. It's like the most popular anime on the block. I think One Piece is right behind it, but like One Piece sucked in the beginning, especially the dub version. Actually, I like the dub version. A lot of people didn't like it, but weebs. So anyway, Naruto. I like Naruto when it was in the beginning stages. When it was the whole tournament, that first tournament they did in Naruto when they were still kids. That's when Naruto was at his best. That's when I was my favorite. When Naruto was still like a fucking bratty ass punk kid trying to get attention. That's when Naruto was at his best, in my opinion. And I really was into that shit, and I watched it to the end, and it was the bomb. And then Tsunami died. Then Tsunami said, "Alright, we're gonna go away because I don't know why did Tsunami go away? I guess low ratings. It's like it couldn't have been any lower than all the other shitty shows they had on there. But whatever. So there goes our anime block. Then it takes me years to actually get back into anime because I have to watch the shit illegally, and then finally Crunchyroll comes up. Cartoon Network really fucked over. I think Cartoon Network really started to die when Tsunami died. When Tsunami died, Tsunami was already Cartoon Network was already kind of getting the shitter. When Tsunami died, that's when Naruto. That's when Cartoon Network really just started going downhill for me. Anyway, once then Naruto went into the Shippuden era, that's when I started not to care as much. Naruto got older, he was a lot more mature, he wasn't as bratty, so he was less interesting. I guess he's interesting to other people because he didn't have a mom and dad, and like maybe if you're an isolated kid faggot in your school and you fucking were picked on, or if you had no friends, I guess that was you relatable to him, not relatable to me, right? And I was a fucking faggot in school, and I still had friends. A fucking loser, still had friends. I still didn't really get picked on, maybe because I'm a big guy, but whatever. Anyway, what I like about Boruto, to me, Boruto is way more interesting. Because freaking Boruto, has the whole story dynamic of Naruto caring too much about the village, but not his family. It's like the sacrificing his family to take care of the village, but then that means he's not a good father. So Boruto kind of feels like he doesn't have a dad, but he does have a dad, but he doesn't really have a dad, and he's pissed at him, and he hates him, but he loves him, and he wants his attention, and it makes so much sense. Like, he's a kid. And as a kid, you're going to hate your dad for not being around, but he still, wants his dad's attention, wants his dad to care about him. But that's all he really wants, is his dad's attention. And love, and his dad to be there. I mean, what freaking boy wouldn't want, that from his dad? I know I would. And because his dad has too much responsibility, he's taking care of the whole village. That's great for the village, but it's not great for him. He doesn't really have a father. So that pisses him off, and he hates him. It's one of the most interesting stories I've ever seen in anime. It's great. It's fantastic. It's so fucking realistic. Anyone who has a dad who's like a president, not just I'm not talking about the president of the United States, well, like president of any, like if he's a CEO or like he owns his own company, or like anyone who has a dad who really has to like spend all his time, doing something like taking care of a business or being the CEO, president, or maybe he's a truck driver, maybe he's in Hollywood trying to shoot movies so that you have money and you're always well fed and you always have money, but it's like your dad's never there. Maybe he's a wrestler and he works 200 days a year. Maybe he's a fucking musician, has to be on the fucking road touring so you guys can still have money. And you know what I'm saying? It's just like, it's a great fucking story. I love it. And the whole dynamic of it as it plays out, and Boruto is naturally gifted because he's the son of the Hokage. And he just naturally picks up things quickly, and all that stuff. Kind of like a chip off the old block. But And the whole story, I know they're in a lot of filler right now, but I don't expect us to really hit the meat of this Boruto story until he loses that eye and has that sword like in the beginning of Boruto. That's when things are really gonna pick up. For right now, they're just kind of just doing the whole kid story thing. They should probably have some kind of like tournament as well, even though they kind of did have a tournament already, where where Boruto cheated. They should have some kind of like lasting. They should go off on a bang before they go into the when he's older, when Boruto hits his shippuden, pretty much. But I don't know. I don't know what it is. I just find Boruto's story a lot more interesting. Naruto's story about them having to seal that nine-tailed beast into him, and his mom and dad died, and he had no friends. I mean, that's nothing new in anime. I've heard that story 1,000 times in anime. Oh, this character is like this emo, isolated, has no friends, no mom and dad, blah 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 blah. How many fucking times have we seen the story fucking play out over and over again? Don't fucking care. Even Dragon Ball Z, I know Naruto got a lot of you guys into anime, but Dragon Ball Z got me into anime. That was the first show I ever watched. And the same thing. He has no parents. His parents are dead. He only has his granddad. At least he had his granddad before his granddad died. But then he killed his granddad, and then he had nobody. We've seen this story 1,000 fucking times. I don't know why. I guess because Naruto's your first anime, that's to you it was brand new, spanking new story that was fucking interesting. It wasn't interesting to me. The same shit. Always the fucking, he has no parents, he has no blah 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 blah. I'm sick of hearing this emo shit, right? Enough. So that story, and the Naruto story didn't interest me at all. What interested me about Naruto was his antics and being a brat and fucking making jokes and trying to get everyone's attention. That was the one part that appealed to me. Because, I was a bratty kid who tried getting attention as well. But the Boruto story is way more interesting. Way more interesting. A lot of people think Naruto's story is more interesting. It's not to me. Maybe it is to you. It ain't interesting to me at all. That story's been over fucking done. And then, Boruto thing, well, everyone kind of like gravitates to Boruto, and he's always like the one that inspires other people, just like Naruto did and all this stuff. I mean, the story, and I know a lot of the things they did into like the girl trying to get revenge for her dad and her clan, trying to blow up the Leaf Village, and then Boruto still being understanding and saying, hey, you're still one of us, blah, blah, blah. The thing with Mitsuki, after him, he technically betrayed them. But he was just really trying to find out about these other guys who also weren't born naturally. Naturally, all these other guys who were also born through science and fucking in the lab like he was. And then Naruto, bringing him back. And Boruto, Boruto always being accepting. And being the one, if a friend goes and betrays them, betrays the group, he'll be understanding and all this stuff. And if I'm missing a few other arcs, I know there's a couple other arcs, like the blood, the blood one where they go into, I think it used to be called the Blood Village or some bloodshed village, some shit like that. After let me look it up, and then like the whole story about the son of one of the main villains from the original Naruto being like having an instinct to want to kill and da 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 da. I like the show. I don't know why people hate the show. People just hate the show because it's not Naruto. That's it. The show is not like the Boruto doesn't make any sense. The story for Boruto makes perfect sense. And it's the perfect story for the son of Naruto. What, do you want Naruto and whatever her name is, the fucking girl with the eyes, his mom, Boruto's mom, do you want them both to die too? You want them both you want a giant gorilla with 6 dicks fucking come out and start destroying the Leaf Village, and then they have to put that giant gorilla inside fucking Boruto, and then they have to die. And then Boruto has no mom and dad, and he has to raise his sister by himself. Oh, I guess that tragedy would make you guys love the show. No, it wouldn't, because Naruto would be dead and you hate it. So what else can they do? They did the best thing they could do in this story. The perfect story to tell from the son of the Hokage, without the story being since Naruto worlds already, or Boruto worlds is already, and no longer in war and it's in peace. This is the best story you could tell without the show getting boring and being repetitive. If they didn't have the story with Naruto being, not a good father and caring too much about the Leaf Village, then it would just be a normal story about, a guy and his family. They had to have some conflict, so there's the conflict. Like, what is the problem? There's Mitsuki, who's very mysterious. Mysterious-ass character, was born in a lab from fucking... Ochimaru or whatever. And then they have the other kids of the other people, and then they have a couple new characters that are not children of the other past characters, and I just don't understand, like, what's the problem? I guess it's because old Naruto was in war and this world is in peace. Well, yeah, they're trying to do continuity. It's called continuity, people. They're trying to preserve what they did with the last series. The last series said, all right, after the Naruto, the whole series was in war, the whole series until the end when it was peace. And rather than just going, okay, now in Boruto's world, peace is no longer here, and it's back to being war, and everyone's against each other. One clan wanted this land, and they're like, no, that's my land, and the war started from there. It's like, what the hell do you want? Before they make the world chaotic again, which they're obviously going there, Boruto's eventually going to get chaotic with some kind of main villain. But they're trying to tell a new story. They're not going to tell the same old story about war and clans being at war and all this bullshit. They're trying to tell a new story. There's a new threat from possibly another world, another dimension, whatever. And that's going to be the conflict. But right now, until that happens, the world is at peace. Why? Because it's called continuity. They're trying to continue from where Naruto left off. Naruto left things at peace. And they said, okay, at least for the meantime, when we're telling the Boruto story, we're going to have a bunch of side stories to try to keep people interested. But the world is going to be at peace. And we're going to tell that story until we're ready to go to what we're going to go to. Like it's obvious to me that's what they're doing, and it's like I don't know why people are just pissed off. People are they're nitpicking stupid ideas, trying to fucking hate the show. Oh no, because it's not. Boruto doesn't have any conflict. He does have conflict. The thing with his dad. Is that enough not conflict for you? Did you guys not have dads growing up? Do you guys not have fucking like how can you not relate to the story? And I don't have that story growing up. It's not like I had a dad who was like president, CEO of a company, and he was never around. I didn't have that story. My dad was always around. The story is just a good story. You don't have to relate to the story to like the damn story. I know you guys related to the Naruto story because you all felt like losers who isolated, no one liked you, and whatever the fuck. That's not an interesting story to me. We already seen that 1,000 times in anime. This story is interesting to me. What's so special about Naruto anyway? Once Naruto went into Shippuden and Sasuke became emo, that's when I stopped watching the show because I was like, okay, Sasuke's emo because his brother, fought for a good cause, and he's dead, and now he hates the world. It's like, whatever. Here we go again with the emo shit. And then Naruto, always believing in Sasuke, like, no, even in despite what evil Sasuke kept doing, no, he's my friend, and I'm gonna change him, and That's how Naruto kept beating his enemies. Remember Pain? And how he killed half the people? You know how he beat Pain? By having a one-on-one. You and me could have beat Pain. All we had to do was just sit him down and have a conversation with him, apparently. The powers that Naruto used to save fucking Pain and save the world is powers that you and me could use. Having a conversation. He had a good one-on-one with him. He talked his head off. That was all he had to do. That's how Naruto wins a lot of his battles. Let's have a conversation. No, you see, the world is, is full of shit, and the world, everyone's, evil and want for self-interest. No, the world is not like that. Some people are actually good, and as long as you keep believing, we keep trying, we're gonna change the world. Good point, Naruto. Here's all the people I killed. All right, I'm gonna die now. You know why I like Dragon Ball Z? Yes, I know Dragon Ball Z's flaws. Fucking, they always rely on Goku too much. Everyone else doesn't really matter. Fucking. Like, what is the limit to power? There's no limit to power in that series. You just keep getting stronger, stronger, stronger. But at least that kind of makes sense, right? There is no limit to power in this world, right? The universe keeps expanding. The world, and all this shit is like, why wouldn't... Of course there's going to be a limit to a fucking... Just the being in a planet. There's always going to be room to be stronger and stronger and stronger. I mean, there's limit for us humans. But the point of the same story... At least in their world, is that you can keep breaking that limit over and over again, which is why they always keep running into stronger enemies and why they keep getting stronger. Even fucking, at least with Beerus, they kind of put a thing where like, hey, Beerus is way stronger than these people, and he can anytime come in and kill any of them. But he just, he's the god of destruction. He's not really allowed to just go and kill whoever the fuck he feels like. I mean, he can, but you know. But Goku's faults are simple. It's simple to understand. Naruto's faults are just, they're annoying. That's why, like, imagine Goku defeating a fucking Cell, or defeating Frieza by talking to him. I mean, Goku did try talking to him. He tried talking to Frieza. And then Frieza tried to kill him. And then he's like, you fool! And shot a beam at him and killed him. That's a cool way to kill someone. Like, kill a villain. You're trying to talk to the villain. He's at his weakest. You think he's going to understand. No, he tries to stab you in his back. So you turn around. And then you're like, fuck you then. And then kill him. That was like one of the coolest ways to kill a villain. He didn't just talk to him. He tried to talk to him. Didn't work. Killed him. That's beautiful. But Naruto was never that great to me. I don't know. I was like, I couldn't get in. After a while, Naruto, I just stopped watching because I was just like, But Boruto, on the other hand, I've been, 90, 100 episodes in right now, and I'm still interested into it. I don't know, man. I don't know why I'm so into Boruto or why I'm not into Naruto. Well, actually, I know I am. I just explained it, but I just don't know why you people are so against. No, I don't understand. You're sucking on Naruto's dick. That's why. You want to see Naruto come back in the game and kill someone or if I have a big fight, and I can't give a fuck. I'm glad he's in the background. Have Boruto do all that. This is attack mode, switching back to defense mode, and I am out. Peace.